That's the toilet there, isn't it?
Yeah, that toilet is 218 yards away.
Oh.
You must have ran past
I've run straight past it.
Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, and I'm going to do a little update. People are asking for an update on my human experiment with MP5s. The reason I've not really done an update on this before is because obviously they're still in my bag. Anyone who watches the course vlogs, I've not changed. But for people who don't, and people are still asking for me to do it, here it is, MP5, the human experiment that I started maybe a year ago. Let's get stuck in. Right, so they're still in the bags, and I think that's testament to what I think and feel of these clubs. So I'm going to hit a 9-iron here, about 155 downwind. That is at it. Is it the distance? Yeah, pretty much. And there lies one of the first reasons why they've stayed in the bag. My distance control, subject to what I put in, I feel is so much better with these. I get exactly what I should out of them. No flyers, very rarely knuckleballs unless I'm in some crazy lie. They perform like better players' clubs should perform. Now I'm someone who's not particularly hitting at the middle of the bat every time, and I still don't feel like it's costing me anything. You get the odd example where I catch it really low on the face and it maybe drops back, but any club would when you hit it that far away from the middle. It's the distance control on the good strikes, like that 9-iron in there. I just feel like I can commit, and I never feel like I'm going to go long. I actually feel like I'm always going to be short rather than long, and that's how I like playing, how I used to like playing. I sometimes take more club and just hit an easier swing, those kind of ideas. So they're really playing into what I want to feel from an iron. .149 out, slightly into off the left. I'm going to hit a chippy little 7-iron now. Again, when you go game improvement irons, which I've done videos on in the past, so chunkier irons, CG low and back, spin drops off, you start playing these gaming shots, kind of 3/4 punchy shots. Sometimes the spin can drop off so much on those game improvement clubs that you feel like you're playing slower speeds and get slower, you know, for controlling distance, and the thing just flies forever. And again, with the bladed iron, if I'm seeing no drop off in mishits, which I'm not really, I'm confident to do all kinds of things, from lower ones to higher ones to punches, all that kind of stuff. Let's see if I can chip this one in there. That's the right distance, that'll be good. Hit it well. Again, pin high, which is what it felt like to me. If that is up, that's good. So if I've judged the right distance, which I have on this instance, it's done exactly what I've put in, and that's what I really like about these clubs. And I think what I like about blades, really, you know, it doesn't have to be a Mizuno blade, it's that kind of truer, oh, go in, spin model, that consistent spin model. I feel a little bit like we've all been sold. So game improvement, I mean, I have this conversation a lot with students, and I think more of them would benefit from using blades, because I think you're tricked in thinking that they're more helpful on mishits. I've tried this on so many other clubs and I just can't measure it. So how much they actually help you, I think, is a little bit debatable. So I've got to hit this about 180. My longest iron I carry is a 5-iron, then I stop at a pitching wedge, and then I've got a 50-degree in Cleveland, actually, in a different model, but it's still a bladed iron or bladed wedge. I feel like I could hit the 4-iron, as in it wouldn't bother me striking across the face. I'm just a more skilled golfer with my hybrid, so I don't see the point. Literally, it's 1 or 2 occasions in a year where I wish I had a 4-iron, when I had to drill it into the wind, or I've got to cut it round trees from about 200 out, but then I think I shouldn't have hit it behind those trees. So I'm a 5-iron is where I stop. And I don't feel like, I mean, it's not my favourite iron, but you put a 5-iron in any make in my hand, I would rather hit my hybrids. But I make the distance that's given with this club. It goes, again, where I need it to go, as long as I know the distance it goes, which obviously I do. Striking it a bit more off the face because it's a longer club, and that, I don't feel any difference. 118 yards, I've only got a few irons with me, so I'm going to chip a 9-iron just for fun. Great way to practice this. I did this in a video the other day and I think it kind of resonated with people. Just imagine trying to do this with a power club, lower lofted, lower spin. I'd be so worried about how far it was going to go. For a club which gives me the control, again, that's probably pin high, just a little bit up the left. A little bit more. Nothing makes my chipping better. So I would encourage you to do your own experiments. I've really enjoyed this. And like I say, I think just the fact they stayed in my bag, when I've got access to any club I want, to be honest, you know, manufacturers want their club to be in my bag. I just like having control over it. And I'm really happy that they feel the way I want them to feel. They look the way I want them to look. That sounds silly, but I like having blades in my bag. That's kind of what I grew up with. It gives me good memories. It doesn't make my score any lower, but certainly makes me feel better on the course. And this isn't particularly an advert for Mizuno. I mean, any blade would work. And I would encourage you to do your own experiments. I think so many of you are easily sold, and I think so many testers, reviewers are easily kind of giving the taglines out that the manufacturers want, from magazines to TV to other aspects, where I'm keen to almost kind of challenge those ideas, and I think this does it. You'll be surprised what ability you can be and still game these. Because I'm still yet to see massive drop-offs. If that is up, that is middle of the green again. Pin high-ish, 5 iron. The experiment is now turned into just my gaming iron, really.